Hi, welcome to the Fishbowl. This is all our wonderful seniors here today, and they are going to give great advice. Get out your pencil, get out your paper, because you might want to take notes. You will have a writing assignment. My name is Mrs. Bates, and I teach physical education and health. These are the seniors, and they're going to introduce themselves.
I'm Crystal.
I'm Alex.
I'm Jake.
I'm Alex.
Devin.
I'm Carver.
And I'm Yesenia.
And they are from all different walks of life, and they have lots of great advice. So, they're going to just talk a little bit, so pay attention. What are things that you remember from your freshman year?
I know there's one thing that I definitely remember is walking on the wrong side of the hallway. Very first day I got pushed against the wall because I was walking on the opposite side. So I was like, oh, okay, I'll move. That was really sketchy. But
I did that too once.
yeah.
But I shoved back and I got suspended for 3 days. First week of school.
Oh, that sucks.
I remember thinking this building was huge, and I
Yeah.
might have gotten lost a few times.
Yes.
Still do.
Yeah.
Same here. Like,
But
I came from Catholic school, so this was like my first year here. My old school had like a total of like 80 kids, so just coming here with all of like these kids was just a mind-blowing experience. It was crazy.
But the teachers usually like help the kids around. Like, if you get lost, somebody will usually tell you where your class is.
Mhm.
You've had 3 years of high school, you're on your 4th. What would you have done different academically from your freshman to your senior year if you had to do it all over again? You can talk about academic or socially, what you would have done differently.
Don't slack off a year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Definitely.
really.
Yeah.
I thought like, don't worry about homework that much, but just do okay on the tests. You know, I'll be fine. But even though I had like a decent GPA, I kind of cheated myself at a lot of really awesome opportunities by not doing the homework as much. So.
I wouldn't do too much different because I had to prepare for tech center, get all my core classes out of the way, the required classes. Like time room in my schedule for tech in the afternoon.
I definitely would have like, oh god.
I would have just done my homework and actually studied
Yeah.
and showed up for school.
How did that hurt you?
I ended up failing sophomore year completely, and I had to retake all those credits.
I would have like studied a lot more.
Oh yeah.
Because I know that a lot of tests that I've taken in the past have definitely like hurt me in the long run because I didn't study. I kind of figured, oh, I turned in my homework. The test is only worth so much. It's not going to hurt me that much, and that definitely was wrong.
Any study tips for the freshmen that you can give them?
flashcards are your best friend.
Learn to memorize everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say time management. Like, I mean, there's some things you may think like, well, I'm really, really busy, but then sometimes when you think about it, it's just like, well, maybe I can cut out a half hour on the computer a little bit or something. You know what I mean?
Like, set aside 2 hours each night just to like work on your homework and study. Ask your parents for advice. Like, quiz them if like that's a good method for you. Like, tell them what you're learning, because that just really seems to help somewhat.
Yeah, if you let them know what you're doing, then they feel more in the loop, I guess. And then everything won't be as much as a surprise in case you have a missing assignment here or there. They won't be so blindsided by it. So.
I love the fact that you brought up parents. Talk about how your relationship with your parents has evolved from freshman to senior year.
Getting a driver's license really gave a new connection with your parents. Like, they trust you a little bit more as you get older, or they don't. Depends. But for me, they trusted me more, and so it's definitely changed.
Yeah, I mean, it went from, I mean, it's not really that different. I mean, I guess their love for me is channeled in like a different direction. Now they just want to prepare myself as like an independent person so I can be there for someone else instead of me relying on somebody. So.
Yeah, that's definitely huge in my house too. Like, it went from me being my dad's like princess, the only girl kind of thing, to you're getting on your own kind of thing now. Get a job, like apply for college. You're on your own kind of thing. Like, he always brings up, what would you do if I died tomorrow kind of thing. And yeah, to that extent.
Well, for me, at first, I kind of started hiding things from my parents, and then, like, I started talking to my counselor and everything, and I started talking to my parents, started passing on my classes, doing my homework, and they kind of helped me through it.
Got a lot more freedom from my parents, more trust my judgment, in situations that come up.
Like, if you're honest with your parents, they will put all of their trust in you. If you're just honest about things, don't lie to them, tell them what's up, like, what's really going on, and their respect will go through the roof for you.
Yeah, and sometimes no matter how hard you try to hide anything, they will find out.
Yeah, it's not.
And it'll bite you.
And that's usually like the biggest thing. I've even seen that in the past, like with people saying that once they've came clean to their parents about anything, that their parents were like proud of them for coming clean about whatever.
Yeah. Plus, the next time you want to go out somewhere, they're not going to ask you like 20 questions. You know, they'll trust that you'll make the right decision.
How about curfews? Has that changed?
Oh, yeah.
Well, we were the generation of the law coming in for the 16-year-old
Yeah.
drivers.
Yeah.
So that kind of really sucked because my dad went along with it, like, you need to be at home
So
at 10
my
o'clock.
Yeah, so did my parents. And if I was like 5 minutes late, oh, nope, you don't have the car for a week.
But like now that we're seniors, I don't know about you guys, but like my curfew's kind of gotten a little bit better.
Oh, yeah.
Because now he's kind of more lenient towards, okay, you can be home at this time.
Exactly.
Gotcha.
Yep, just can't stay out past midnight.
Yeah, I don't know. I have a curfew.
You don't have a curfew?
No.
I don't have to deal with curfews that much either.
So awesome.
No curfew.
Jealous.
Nope.
Do you seem that now you don't have a curfew, that things are different for you? Does it matter as much about staying out late?
Well, I mean, well, my life hasn't really changed a whole lot. I mean, I just kind of prioritize different stuff, I guess. I don't know.
Okay, socially, we've talked about academically how things have changed from your freshman to senior year. How about socially?
Your groups of friends change quickly. Like, your freshman year, you may have like this core group of friends that you've known forever, but as soon as sophomore year comes around, you may be in an entirely new group with like people that you never thought you would hang out with, but it's for the betters. I mean,
Kind of has to do with sports and stuff. Like, your other friends will start playing sports, go hang out with the jocks and stuff, and you'll drift off to this other group, and yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I'm, like, a third of my friends aren't the friends I had freshman year. So I have new friends, but I mean, it's all about, you know, you get to hang out with people that actually like are going in the same direction as you, versus like in elementary, like, oh, you just had the same classrooms together, you played in the playground together, or you went to junior high and you just goofed off. But
And even like classes have to do a lot with it. Because I know there's a lot of people that I actually talk to now just because I've had classes with them in the past, and having to like sit next to them every day really makes a connection with them. Like I can think of so many kids that I've sat next to and we got along like awesome just because we had that same class together. And even that, like, I talk to a lot of underclassmen now that we're seniors. Like I try to talk to them just because I remember being that young and thinking, the seniors are too scary, I can't talk to them. But now I try to portray like we're nice, we don't bite,
Yeah.
come talk to us, you know, like that's a big thing.
Yeah.
Don't be scared to talk to upperclassmen.
Yeah,
Because we
definitely.
can really help you
Cool.
out.
Well, it doesn't mean you're like your core group of friends you've had since like middle school or something is not going to go away. Because I mean, if you still generally do like the same stuff and you're in the same interest, like it's likely you're going to continue that through high school. You know, if you're really good friends with them. So.
Do you think your friends influence what you do and how you act and
Oh, yeah.
grade-wise?
Yeah.
oh yeah.
the beginning of freshman year and sophomore year, I think, a little bit.
Yeah.
What were some of your favorite classes, and what did you learn in them, and why do you think they'll be important to you in the future?
Computer repair was a fun class. We had a good group of kids. Just messed around a lot, but still got their work done.
I think just this year, my favorite class would have to be, or one of them would be current issues. But I think that's kind of like, it has to do with the election.
Yeah.
So that's a big thing. Like they won't have the election stuff every year, but
Then
that's
got
one.
lucky.
Yeah. That was one of my favorite classes so far.
All right.
I'd have to say math and science because I kind of want to be a physician when I grow up. Like, I plan on going to college for that.
I think for this year, I can't pick between dual enrollment and senior port. I really love those two classes. Dual enrollment gets me credit and I have a good time and I learn a lot of things.
Can you kind of explain what that is for freshmen?
Dual enrollment is like you have a certain class period you can either do here or outside to the actual college. You're going to college, getting college credit while being in high school. And I dual enroll for Kendall, and this is my second year of doing it and I love it.
My favorite class is broadcasting because instead of just, like, it's an industry that's probably going to be around for a pretty long time, plus it's an industry that can introduce you to new technology that's usually coming out almost every year. And it's not just having to do like a newsroom setup, but if you're really interested in film, or if you want to be a director, or if you want to edit stuff and you're into things like that, it also introduces you to like making a movie. You know, if you saw the Slender movie, you know, and stuff like that, you know, it's an interesting experience, which,
Even the homecoming video.
yeah.
I thought both of those came out pretty good.
And like, and the thing with that class too, that they're like, just that class in general is open with ideas.
Yeah.
Like if you have just the smallest idea, you may think, oh, that's kind of stupid. And they're actually, so many kids add to those ideas and make it even better.
Yeah.
So, I mean, like, your creativity can blow up in
Yeah,
that class.
it's never just one person.
Yeah.
It's usually a collection.
Jake, how about you? What are some of your favorite classes?
Engineering. They teach you a lot of skills that, if you're going to be an engineer, right, you can use. And you should be an engineer. You'll make a lot of money,
That's important.
Yeah, that's always a good thing.
generally.
What kind of extracurricular things are you involved in, and what have you gotten out of being involved in these extracurricular activities?
Well, I play football, baseball, and I ski. And not many people would take me as a skier, but it's a lot of fun. You get to meet new people that you also wouldn't expect to ski or snowboard, and it's just an experience of a lifetime to go up to like Cabaret with everybody, and it's just a great time.
For ski club, you're talking here that we offer at Coopersville.
Yes.
The prices are good.
Oh yeah. You get a discount for Cabaret.
This year was my first time volunteering for Art Prize, and that was a lot of fun. Like, I really want to get more involved with that next year. And I was lucky enough to work with the designers for the Art Prize Kendall branch, and my t-shirt got mass produced, and that was a really good experience. So I think I'm going to be working with that more and more, and it really does help to just look around, not just around your school, but around your community and your city, and really get involved, because you can find a lot of networking that way.
Yeah, I definitely regret not getting into the like extracurricular stuff earlier, because now that I'm in SAD and I'm like a really big part of that, I definitely regret not starting at like freshman year and stuff like that, because I actually came in it last year, and now that it kind of getting into it more, I do regret not getting into it earlier.
Yeah. As a freshman, I joined the theater program, which I was just afraid of how well I fit in, because I went to other past shows while I was in middle school, and I was like, wow, those are really, really good. How can I compete with any of them? And then I got a big part as a freshman in the play, and I guess it just really boosted my confidence, I guess, as my whole attitude going into high school, that I could even make an impact as a freshman. You know, just because you're an underclassman doesn't mean you have to wait a little bit till you can start doing some big stuff. I mean, if you have the talent and the drive, you could do some good stuff and really make freshman year really enjoyable.
I wish I would have done theater, because that just looks like so much fun.
Yeah, you know, it's not just acting either, like backstage.
Do it.
Ton of stuff.
Do it, Alex.
And there's a lot of like
Spring.
not underestimating groups. Like, I know for a fact that I underestimated the Rock and Roll Club the first year that I went.
Rock and roll club.
Yeah, like that's led by Mr. Tolman, and I actually learned a lot of things when I went, and that was actually a really cool experience just because I learned so much about music, and I love music, so it was awesome to be able to experience that, and yeah.
Was it a chance to get to know a teacher in a different view also?
Yeah, definitely, because it wasn't in a class, like, you were in the classroom, but he taught about something that he loved, like, you saw Mr. Tillman get excited about.
He was really passionate about that.
Yeah, definitely.
A lot of the stuff he talks about.
How do I deal with a difficult teacher? This is a lot of freshmen come in and they have a tough time with teachers sometimes, and I'm sure each and every one of you have had at least one teacher that's been difficult for you, whether it was a personality or grades or something. What's your suggestions?
Get over it.
Yeah, you just have to deal with it because at the end of the day, they hold your grades.
Well, yeah, I mean, like, you can't change the policy of it. I mean, you can fight it and be miserable, or, you know, you can just bite the bullet and still get a grade that you can be proud of.
No matter what, there's going to be a teacher that's going to irritate you and everything. Either talk to your counselors about it, or like he said, you can fight it, get detentions in houses, like I did. And yeah, it's not the smartest plan.
And then, what's that saying? Kill them with kindness.
Yeah.
You basically have to just sit there and be a happy camper, even if you hate the person with passion. I mean, that's coming off as really negative, but I mean.
You just gotta treat them with respect.
Yeah, definitely. Like teachers, I've noticed at
Yeah.
Coopersville that they're huge on respect. That
Oh,
is
yeah.
a big thing.
You gotta give respect to get respect.
Heard that.
For sure.
How do I best deal with all the rumors and drama? I know we only have a couple girls here, but there's drama for boys too. It's just
Yeah.
probably different drama and maybe it ends differently. But what's a good suggestion?
Oh no, is there something?
I don't know, all the drama I went through, like, it wasn't spread out through high school. I actually like had it all compacted, like, last semester of sophomore year and a little bit of junior year. So I think I just got all my taste of drama in like one little pill, I guess. But if there's rumors going on about you, I'd say go to your friends and ask them if they could dispel it. And if they feel uncomfortable with that, then maybe they're not quite the friends you thought they were.
It's
And
pointless.
that's the biggest thing is that you have to like think about it as you're either you're never going to see these people again, or if they're really talking behind your back that way, are they really your friends? Like they're not worth it almost.
What are your plans to move on for next year, and what should they think right before maybe their junior year that maybe you didn't think of till your senior year? Should they be doing as they're going through high school to plan for their future, and where are you going with your future?
You should join the military.
Watch it.
So that is where you're headed.
Yeah,
Okay, great. Any certain force?
Navy.
Why?
You don't have to really go to college right after high school, but most of the teachers want you to. Like, I'm taking a year off, I'm gonna work, earn some money to pay for college, and then who knows, I might go into the military like I want to, but I'm having that backup work just in case.
I'm planning to go through the MEP program, the manufacturing company. They'll help pay for college, get a good job.
You have a paid internship sometimes through MEP? Or no?
MEP starts in about February.
Oh, okay.
There's a class of it just to get you prepared for resumes and teach you about manufacturing and how it's done.
I'd say once you get to the summer before your senior year, I'd say start doing college applications and scholarships at that point, because
visits.
you really don't want to worry about it while you're worrying about school at all, which I'm doing. It's terrible.
Yeah.
And you know, while you have that time in the summer, you can, you know, plus your parents will feel really relaxed
Yeah.
about it too.
Make sure you guys go out and visit colleges the summer between your junior and senior year. So then you can just like get a feel for the college to see if you like it or not.
That's definitely a big thing because like I'm going to Baker after I graduate, and I think what really made my decision was visiting. So when I visited, I like fell in love with the campus and the environment about it. Like I just loved it. So I think that made my decision definitely.
See if you can ask people who are in the program that you're trying to get into.
Yes.
'Cause that was a lot.
All right, we're just gonna go around. You're gonna give your last piece of advice for freshmen, starting with Crystal.
Oh, starting with me.
No
don't
pressure.
don't be shy. Just get out there, experiment with everything. Like, try to live up your years you have here. That's definitely big. Make it memorable.
Keep your options open. Try different classes. Try metals. Try woods. Try different science classes. Never know what you'll like.
Don't worry about pointless things. It's high school. It's 4 years of your life out of an estimated 80, something like that. It's not a big deal.
Just get involved in extracurricular activities because it'll just help you in the long run. Like, looking back, I wish I would have done more.
Like, if you're nervous to do something like I was to do this, it's actually not that bad. Just throw yourself into it and see how it goes.
I'd say try to be friends with as much of the people in your class as possible because you get a different experience of things, you can get a different styles of thinking. I think it just makes your thinking more rich, and if later along the road your friends are doing things that you don't agree with, you're not going to be totally lost because if you maintain really good social relationships with other people in your class, then you can be like, well, yeah, that really sucks that they got into that and it makes me sad, but I'm not alone. I've got all these great people, you know.
Yeah, and don't just think that you have to be stuck with school. Like there's so like I said, you can also explore your community and city, and you know, I just want people to know that you should, yeah, like what Jake said, don't take high school too serious about pointless things because it really goes by like that, and you really shouldn't be wasting it on dumb things. So just enjoy your high school experience, keep yourself open, and enjoy it.
All right, enjoy that writing assignment. Hopefully you got some wonderful stuff to go on. Have a great day.